it's actually just a perfect fit. Aliens itself is such a Shakespearean tragedy with you've got such a great character like Ripley, who Cassandra plays, who's apparently like a Beatrix. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm the bogan of the cast who has to have the Shakespearean references explained to me, but she's a woman of great... She's suffered greatly, but she still wants to do the right thing. My character, Carter Burke, who was played by Paul Reiser in the film, who's the villain, he's very much the Lady Macbeth of the piece. Nothing will stop him from achieving his goals, and it fits quite well. Apparently the Shakespeare play Henry V is pretty much just a war play, which is what Aliens is. It's a war movie. You've got suffering, you've got guns, and you've got really scary aliens. It's a lot of fun.
Well, Cassandra, I might ask you, I mean, Shakespeare didn't really write about aliens. He wrote about tragedy and comedy and action, but not machine guns. How does it morph together? Does a character suddenly say, is this a xenomorph I see before me? Like, how does it work?
So, I mean, it is all written like the Bard. You've got, you know, rhyming couplets, blank verse. So you're going to expect a lot of these and thous and you know, some of your favourite lines sort of having a bit of a Shakespeare twist put on them. So,
Go on, do your favourite. Do the one that everyone wants to hear
well,
at the very end.
Get away from her, thine bitch.
So there will be, thou gameth over, maneth.
That is correct, yes.
Oh,
the game is all the way our.
Yeah.
So you're working with puppetry and things like that. Tell us about the production. This is a huge production in many ways. Well, the original Aliens was. How does it transfer to the stage with puppetry?
Well, we do have some amazing puppets made by award-winning puppet creator Donna Prince, and they just are there, and they're slightly off-putting, I've got to say, because they're hyper-realistic. We have face huggers like this, which, look, I've got to say are quite off-putting, but they also look a bit like a crab, and I've been kind of talking backstage of how would you cook an alien face hugger, but that's a side project. So they come on about halfway through. They're quite intense, but they're nothing compared to, I mean, we're going to climax with the Alien Queen, which we couldn't even move here because it looks so epic, but we do have some xenomorphs, as they're called, which can look quite epic, and they, you know, they can also come out at times you don't expect.
That's right. Alas, poor xenomorph. Is this a xenomorph I see? Anyway, Cassandra, I mean, how's it been creating this story, working with everyone during COVID lockdowns and issues like that? How has it changed or differed in the lead up to this show getting off the ground?
Oh, you know, it has been a work in progress. Quite a few of the creative team have been working on this for a couple of years, and sort of then a few of us have come on sort of throughout that process. I think the initial table read was done a couple of years ago, and sort of in that time it's obviously changed and evolved, and we've had to get used to, you know, rehearsals on Zoom, which has been great for kind of really delving into the text and, you know, finding those elements of Shakespeare within Aliens and being able to blend them both. So there was a lot of Zoom rehearsals, a lot of deep dives and rehearsals in parks, and
rehearsal in parks was quite difficult for Paris here, having to dress as an alien and not scare the joggers in Albert Park.
Or scare the joggers in Albert Park.
Usually intentionally scare the joggers in Albert Park.
That explains the people running around Albert Park at such high speeds.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
We've definitely upped the park run time, that's for sure.
Is this Danny, is this an exact retelling? I'm not giving away a spoiler. This movie is about 30 years old, but does it follow the exact story, or has it changed in any way?
No, it follows we are of course loyal to the text, and we keep there's no, you know, sudden Shakespearean change where Burke and Ripley fall in love, even though I did pitch that as an idea, but no, that was shouted down in the writer's room. No, we are loyal to the text, and you know, if you know the film, you'll know who will survive and what will be left of them. But if you haven't seen Aliens, you're still going to come and enjoy an absolute romp. We're so excited to see it. We only just got into the rehearsal space space last week, and just seeing the lighting and the sets come together, and the smoke machine and the sci-fi music, as well as the puppets. It's just such an immersive experience. So we're so excited to bring it to Melbourne and hopefully the rest of the country. Fingers crossed.
Super quickly, Cassandra, I mean, I'm sure James Cameron will see this and give his thumbs up, but William Shakespeare is long dead. Who knows what he thinks? Will Shakespearean lovers enjoy this show?
Undoubtedly, undoubtedly. And I think it's going to... I mean, so much of what's been going on now has been adaptations of Shakespeare plays, not throwing sci-fi into it. So I think it's just going to give them another reason to fall in love with the Bard all over again.